Today we are going to draw the main structures of the buildings in. Last week you should have drawn in the guidelines based on the lesson that we have gone through. We are going to continue drawing on the buildings on the left. Mark out the guidelines on the reference photo. Make sure when you are drawing it, you draw it all the way from the top till the bottom for the first few buildings. Once you are done, transfer the guides onto your drawing paper by adding some markings at the bottom. As well as the top. Make sure you align your paper every single time when you are using this method. Join the top and the bottom together. Once you are done drawing all the lines, all the pillars, next, add in the lines for the top. Follow the video as you go along. Do remember to join every single vanishing line to your vanishing point. We're gonna start drawing the top of the building. Always use the finger pinching method while you are measuring the distance between one object and another object. Make a small little marking on it after you find out where the exact location or where the exact measurement is. Always start drawing the line slightly first. Do not darken the line until you have confirmed that it is the drawing itself. Remember to use all the method that I've taught you: finger pinching method, the muscle memory method, and always use a ruler to draw straight lines. Do not use a free hand to draw in the straight lines. We are going to add in a little bit more detail for the first pillar. Always double check your work to make sure that it is correct. If the measurement is incorrect, redraw the work, refine your work, and add in the correct placement. It is okay to do it wrong in the first place. But make sure you double check and double check again. We're gonna start drawing the pillar behind the first one. Always link the pillar from one to another. Do not jump across from one object to the other object on the other side. Always follow along so that you can get the placement correct. Okay, we are going to draw the side of the pillar at the top. Okay, add in the measurements first. Follow the line and darken once you have confirmed. Darken the lines on the pillar to show the two sides of the pillar. You should be observing the side and the front of the pillar. Now we are going to draw in the windows above. Using the same method, draw in and extend out the lines for the windows on the reference photo. Transfer it onto your drawing paper. If there are too many lines that confuses you, erase all the previous line and add in the lines that you are intending to draw. Draw a straight line across to indicate the height of the window. Also use the finger pinching method to measure the distance from the end of the paper till the first window. Follow the angle carefully, closely. Observe where is the direction of the window. Are they slanted or are the windows straight? Is it long? Is it short? Or is it thin and narrow? How are they connected to one another? Now we are going to draw in the buildings on the left side. Mark out all the heights of the building and transfer it onto your drawing paper. Connect all the vanishing line to the vanishing point. Darken the lines of the building. Measure the distance from the first pillar to the second pillar. Darken the lines. Find the distance from the top till the side of the pillar. Okay, draw in the bottom part of the pillar at the top and the inside of the pillar. Add in more details for the drawing of the pillar, the front of the building. Darken the lines. Next, we are going to draw in the windows on top. Extend the lines of the windows. Same as before, if the lines are confusing you from the previous drawing, please erase them before you draw in the new lines. Use the muscle memory method to get the lines out, to get the angles correctly placed. Measure the distance from one window to the other window. Observe the relationship between one window and the other window. How are they linked to one another and how they connect to one another. Add in the details for the windows. Once the details are added in, you are done for the lesson.